Hello everyone, welcome back to Rajeshwari's Commerce and Management Study Hub. I am Rajeshwari here. Let us solve one more problem on the flexible budget. In the previous video, we have solved the problem on flexible budget when the capacity is given. This problem, units are given. On 10,000 units, whatever the cost per unit is there, that has been given. You need to prepare budgeted units for amount for the 7,000 and 8,000 units. So that let us prepare the flexible budget. First is direct material. Direct material. Material per unit is 60 per unit. 60 per unit. 60 per unit. Now for 10,000, 60 into 10,000 units. 6 lakh. Then 60 into 7,000 units. 4,20,000. For 8,000 units, 60 into 8,000. 4,80,000. Then next we have direct labor. Direct labor. Direct labor is 30 per unit. 30 and here also 30. Flexible budget is very easy. You need to understand only three types of questions may be given. That is, one, units will be given, and like this you have to find out for the other budgeted units, and another one is capacity will be given, and per unit will be given. You need to find out the units also. Only particular units will be given. You need to find out what will be the cost for the other budgeted units. 30 into 10,000 is 3 lakh. 30 into 7,000 is 2,10,000. 30 into 8,000. 2,40,000. This is our prime cost. Prime cost. What is the total? 60 plus 30, 90, and 6 lakh plus 3 lakh, 9 lakh, 90, 4 lakh 20 plus 2 lakh 10,000 plus 2 lakh 10,000, 6 lakh 30,000, 90, 4 lakh 80 plus 2 lakh 40,000, 7 lakh 20,000. Variable overheads are given. Variable overhead is variable overheads. Variable overhead is 25, 25, 25. Variable overhead always per unit remains the same. 25 into 10,000, 2,50,000. 25 into 7,000, 1,75,000. 25 into 8,000, 2 lakh. Then next we have fixed overhead. Fixed overhead. For fixed overhead, amount remains the same. Amount is given in the question. See, 1,50,000. 1,50,000 is fixed and 15 is per unit for when 10,000 units. Here amount remains the same. Per unit changes, that you have to calculate. 1,50,000. 1,50,000 divided by 7,000 is per unit is 21.42. 1,50,000 divided by 7,000. 21.428 is there. 4,3 we will take it. Then 1,50,000 divided by 8,000. 18.75. 18.75. The next is variable overhead direct. Overhead direct, it is given 5, 5, 5. This you have to write here only first because it is direct. 10,000 into 5, 50,000. 7,000 into 5, 35,000. 8,000 into 5, 40,000. 8 5s are 40. 40,000. The next we have selling expenses. Selling expenses. Under selling expenses, 10% fixed, variable. Fixed, variable. 10% is fixed. That means what is the value? 15 is given. In 15, 10% is fixed. That is 1.5. 1.5. Remaining 90%. That is in 15 minus 1.5. 13.5 is variable. 13.5 is variable. For fixed, amount remains the same. So 1.5 into 10,000. 15,000. You have to write 15,000 for other units also. Fixed ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. See here for 15,000 units, 15,000 amount divided by 7,000 units, per unit is 2.14. Here 15,000 divided by 8,000, 1.875. This you have to understand. Fixed means amount is fixed. It is same for all. Only the per unit changes. For variable, per unit remains same. Amount changes. Amount changes. Now 13.5 into 10,000 units is 1,35,000. 13.5 into 7,000 units is 94,500. 13.5 into 8,000, 1,08,000. Like this you need to calculate. The next is administration expenses. Administration expenses, 50,000 is fixed for all the levels of production. 50,000 is fixed. Amount is given and per unit is given 5. So 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. Here it is 5 and this changes for the 7,000 unit. 50,000 divided by 7,000. 7.14. 50,000 divided by 8,000. 6.25. The last one is distribution expenses. Distribution expenses. Fixed is 20%. Variable is remaining. Variable is 80%. Right? What is the per unit is given? 5. 5 into what is the fixed? 20%. So it is 1. 5 into 20%, 1. 1 into 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. Is it clear? For fixed, the value amount remains the same. Per unit changes. Now in 5 minus 1 is remaining is 4. For variable, per unit remains the same. Amount changes. This is the where you will make mistakes. So you should be very careful while calculating. Flexible budget is very easy. 10,000 divided by 7,000 is 1.42. 10,000 divided by 8,000 is 1.25. Now 4 into 10,000 is 40,000. 4 into 7,000 into 4 is 28,000. 4 into 8,000 is 32,000. Total cost is total cost. Add all. 90 plus 25, 15, 5, 1.5, 13.5, 5, 1, 4, 160. See, 160. 9 lakh plus 2 lakh 50,000, 1 lakh 50,000, 50,000, 15,000, 1 lakh 35,000, 50,000, 10,000, 40,000, 16 lakh. 90, 25, 21.43, 5, 2.14, 13.5, 7.14, 1.42, 4, 169.63. 6,30,000, 1,75,000, 1,50,000, 35,000, 15,000, 94,500, 50,000, 10,000 plus 28,000, 11 lakh 87,500. Last column, 90 plus 25 plus 18.75, 5, 875, 13.5, 6.25, 1.25 is 4, 165.625. Total is 7,20,000, 2 lakh, 1 lakh 50, 40,000, 15,000, 1 lakh 8,000, 50,000, 10,000, 32,000, 13 lakh 25,000. I hope you all understood. Flexible budget when units are given. This is we are solved from the 2023. The question which I have solved before capacity was given, that is 2024. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.